Good morning. Let's start the video with a fish, shall we? Been here about 20 minutes, but I'm off the mark. Prior to catching that fish, I heard a little chirp in the hedgerow behind me. I knew what it was straight away. I looked around and I saw a robin. It was getting my attention. I got a few maggots, threw them onto the towpath, and he came down, takes one, back into the hedgerow to eat it, and then back down again for another maggot. And I've been feeding that now pretty regularly throughout the 20 minutes or so that I've been here. A 1 hour in report, just that one perch to show for my efforts so far. The canal has just turned into a river because there's a lock opened. Not that way, I don't think, although I'm not sure, could be there. Either way, there's some movement of water, that's a fact. Even my little anchor shot won't make a difference when he comes through like this. Slow session, it is very clear. I threw a white maggot in even when I arrived because it was still just first light then, and I could see it go all the way down to the bottom. If the boat does come through where I am, then hopefully that will improve the fishing. The boat has passed. Let's see if the fishing improves. The beginnings of a bite, and I think that it's going to develop as well. The float disappears, I strike, and I don't think I'm going to need the landing net on this occasion. However, I do need the forceps. Before I do though, there it is, a small perch. But very welcome indeed when it's only your second fish and you've been here for more than an hour. I caught that perch on, as indeed the previous fish, 2 white maggots on a size 14 Drennan Super Specialist hook. There's the anchor shot. The line is Maxima Chameleon, 4 pound. The float is a Drennan Crystal Waggler. Shot either side, and then another one about a foot down. Nothing then until we come to the hook bait and then the anchor shot. I've got an oak tree over me. That's why I'm fishing here, by the way, because it's a feature, isn't it? Especially at this time of the year. It's a tight spot though on the towpath. I've just hooked myself there on my jacket. It's a very, very tight spot, and I'm having to make sure I'm right up against the canal because the towpath behind me isn't that wide either. It's a 3500 Shimano reel and a Gray's Prodigy. Float rod, and the water is the usual 5 feet deep in the boat channel. That's where I'm fishing. No brown crumb today, just loose maggots in accordance with the bites. Obviously I haven't put that many out, but I've still been trickling them anyway because you still want to build up the swim, but not too many. However, that perch had a throat full of maggots. That's an encouraging sign. Hopefully between now and the end of the session I'll get through a lot more than I have done in the first half. It's a nice roach. I was right about the boat passing through. I think this one might need the landing net. Not that it's particularly big, but you want to make sure they don't drop off when you lift them out of the water. It's another perch. Plus it's kinder to the fish as well when they are supported. Jays. Just caught another roach. Again, a nice fish. That one though flipped itself back into the water before I could video it. Another bite. Let's strike. It's a perch, and I'm going to need the landing net for this one. If I can get it into the aforementioned net, it will be the largest of the session so far, and I have, and I'll be back. a very enjoyable couple of hours or so there. The reason the chair is on the lawn at the front of our home is because I've just fixed it. Didn't want to throw it away. Took me about 15 minutes and it is as good as new. Well, not looks, but as far as comfort is concerned.